which gave me 8 with a 7 left underneath. All right, and then 4, 8, and 18 are all reducible by 2, so you reduce them all to get your final answer there. Negative 4 times x plus 3 squared equals 28. What does the order of operations say to do first? No. Order of operations. Please excuse exponents. We need to figure out what is x plus 3 squared. And please don't say x plus 9. Very good. Okay, now what should we do? Distribute the negative 4. And then? No. Subtract 28 from both sides to make it equal 0.
Just like divide -4 to both sides.
No. We're trying to get the whole thing equal to 0. This is A. Negative 4 is A. Negative 24 is B. And negative 64 is C. All right, now let me show you something. Yes.
Where do you get 6 from?
Because I am going to FOIL x plus 3 times x plus 3. Okay, and my inner terms were 3x plus 3x gave me 6x. Okay, you know how we said, I don't want to confuse everybody, but it would make it so much easier. You know how we said if you have a fraction, you can get rid of it by multiplying everything by the same number? If you have a decimal, you can get rid of them by multiplying by powers of 10. Okay? If it's an equation, and I know that I'm about to plug some numbers into square roots and square them and do all this other stuff, and I see that all of these terms could be reduced by the same number, I can reduce them all by 4. And then I have smaller numbers to work with, and you'll still get the same answer.
Does it help to multiply everything by -1?
Not really, but I mean you can if you want to change all the signs too, that's fine. We can divide everything by -4, which would give us positive x squared plus 6x plus 17 equals 0.
You said -4?
Yeah, you can divide by -4 if you want to make your x squared positive, but it's okay. It doesn't matter.
It's 16.
16, sorry. So now A is 1, B is 6, and C is 16. And those numbers aren't nearly as big as 24 squared. And so now you can plug it in. So there's all kinds of little tricks that you can do to make life easier. Any questions on that one? The only part where I can see you maybe getting lost is here. Square root of a negative means it's imaginary. 28 is 4 times 7, and 4 is a pair of 2's. And then after that, 6, 2, and 2 were all reducible by 2, so we reduced them. Okay, we're not going to work this, but I want you to look at it. The height in feet of an object t seconds after it is propelled straight from the ground, blah, 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 blah. Okay, what does that mean? Visualize it. I got a ball and I throw it up in the air. Okay, what's going to happen eventually? It's going to come back down. Think of the path of the ball. What does that look like? A parabola. It's a quadratic function, all right? Now, the place where I see most of you messing up in these is that you see this 85 feet per second and you think somehow that 85 has to go somewhere in the formula, all right? The 85 feet per second is what they use to get the formula, all right? You don't need that whenever you're solving. The question is when. Okay, so we have height and we have time, and the question was when. What are we looking for? We're looking for time. That means we need to know height. Well, there's the height. So you'd put a 50 right here, and you'd have to solve this quadratic equation for t. Now, if 50 is the height that the ball's going to go, and then it's going to drop back down, how many times is it going to hit 50 feet? Like the highest it's going to go is 50, once. But if it goes higher than 50 feet, how many times is it going to be at 50 feet? Twice, because it's going to be at 50 going up, and then again coming down. All right? Okay. But you would use your set it equal to 0 and plug it in. All right, your homework assignment's on the board.
If it's on that side, is it still C?
No, you have to set it equal to 0. Make it the whole thing equals 0, then identify A, B, and C.